Alright, video analysis number 2 for the day. So here we have Jose. Jose sent in a shot put glide video and a discus video for me to take a look at. So I'm just going to go through these quick. Before I get started though, for the people who are watching these videos and who are going to be sending in videos to me to take a look at, I'm only doing a couple of these videos a day because even though they're only like 5 or 6 minutes long, when they're finished, they take me about a half an hour each because I like to go through, look at the videos. I don't just click play and start talking. So if you have a video and I have not yet responded to it or put it up on the YouTube site, more than likely that's because I've already taken a look at another video that is almost identical to yours. So you have the same issues as some other videos that I have taken a look at and done video analysis for over the past day or two. So if I don't get back to you or if I don't post it up the next day, that's why. And you're going to see here Jose has a lot of the same stuff going on, as do most newer throwers, have a lot of the same stuff going on as some videos that I've analyzed over the past couple of days. So let's go through real quick and take a look. So Jose's a glider. You can see here he's in a really good position. His back is flat. He's got this little bit of a curvature that I like. And the shot put, if he were to drop it, would land outside the circle. That is a really good starting position. But we're going to see here there's a couple things. And again, I'm not going to go through every teeny tiny little thing to fix. I want one or two big things to give these guys to work on so they can continue to improve. If you try to throw 5 different things at somebody, or have them try to fix 5 different things at once, nothing's going to get fixed. So one or two big things, usually the 2 biggest things to correct, are going to make the most amount of difference. So as we go through here, what we're going to take a look at and see is very similar to Trevor, to the video that I did back on May 9th. With Trevor is that you unseat but just a little bit too far. So you can see how far you rock back. Now if you were to drop that shot, it would probably hit you in the toe. So we want to just keep our body a little bit more flat. You stand up a little bit too tall to the middle. And right here is the first kind of big issue. It looks like you're going to land on the toe, but you land flat-footed with your toe facing the back of the circle in the back half of the circle. So just like we talked about with Trevor and somebody else too that I did a video analysis for, you want to take a piece of white athletic tape or a piece of sidewalk chalk and you want to draw a line right here from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, right across that circle. You've got to land in the front half of that circle up on the toe with your knee and your toe facing the camera. Okay, so right now there's all 3 of those things you can work on together. So land in the front half of the circle, up on the toe, with your knee and your toe facing the camera. And we're going to see why, and what that will result in is if you land in this position here, it's going to negatively affect a lot of stuff at your release. So your left foot comes down, and then you start to shift your weight. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now your weight is right in the middle of your body. You're not keeping any weight behind your right foot because your right foot is way too far apart from your left foot. Again, my test is always this. If you were to jump as high in the air as possible, would you ever have your feet this wide? And would you ever have your right foot pointing that way? Probably not. You would have both feet facing forward, and you would have your feet a lot closer together. Your right foot would probably be about here. So that's where it needs to land. If this is the back of the circle right here, your right foot needs to land right about there, just on the inside of that right circle, the front half of that circle. Now from here, you can see because you landed flat-footed and the toe was facing back toward 12 o'clock, you're going to have a tough time getting your hips around, and you start to drag your right foot. So watch how you drag that right foot. So because you're dragging the right foot and dragging the right toe, you're not delivering any power. You're not delivering any acceleration, any push through this right foot. And you're not able to push your hips all the way around and down the middle. So you can see you get this position here where you're falling away from the toe board looks like somebody's kind of like punching you in the stomach. We want to be able to get your armpit over the toe board. So look, if I were to draw a straight line up, as straight as I can, there we go. If I were to draw a straight line up, that's where your armpit should be. But your armpit is about 2 feet back. So that's 2 additional feet onto your throw just by changing your body position. Okay? So that's what I need you to work on right there. That's all corrected. The hips facing down the middle, not dragging your feet, not looking like you're getting punched in the stomach, not having your armpit 2 feet back behind the toe board. That's all fixed simply by getting your right foot underneath you. So right foot in the front half of the circle with your knee and your toe facing the camera up on the ball of your right foot. Those 3 small things that you can all work on together. Okay, those 3 corrections are all going to get fixed at the same time. That's where we're going to see the biggest improvement to your throw. Okay, so that's the thing for shot put. Let's go take a look at discus. So discus is going to be very similar to, I believe it was a paid video analysis, so it's not live here on YouTube, but it's also very similar to Jonathan and to Hunter that we looked at earlier. And you're going to see here in this video why I'm not a big fan excuse me, of that light bulb path, if you want to call it that, out of the back. See how your right foot here makes a big semicircle. It kind of traces the shape of a light bulb. So you've got the big bulb that goes all the way around, or almost like an ice cream cone or a golf ball on a tee. See how it goes all the way around? I'm a much bigger fan of the idea of this being a pizza slice, where when you get here, you're around the left. Okay? Now let's just drive down the middle. Just like a run. See how it looks like you're going to sprint down the middle? You're going to drive down the middle. Let's do that wall drill. So go under the YouTube channel here. You can search the channel for John Godina Wall Drill or just Wall Drill, W-A-L-L, Wall Drill. And what that's going to do is teach you the idea of running and driving down the middle of that circle with your chest facing the throwing area. And what that's going to do is it's going to prevent the over-rotation that we see here. So see here, you're tracing that big circle. Back in the day, the old-timers used to call it the wagon wheels. Make a big wagon wheel out of the back and make a little wagon wheel to the front. Everyone talked about wagon wheels. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that it's a wagon wheel, that it's a spin. I want you to do the full throw, which for me is a pizza slice. Right foot comes out of the back and then down the middle, nice and straight, just like a pizza slice. Okay, that's what I want to see. So right from here, let's do that wall drill and drive down the middle, because what you're doing here is causing you to over-rotate. You've got that big wide right foot, and instead of that right foot driving down the middle, you're stepping over here to the left. Okay, so here's the middle of the circle right there approximately, and that's where your right foot is landing. Okay, so we've got to get you down the middle. The wall drill is going to help you fix that. Now right from here, watch what happens. Again, you're flat on that right foot, just like in shot put. So we got to get up on the toe, but your left foot comes down, and just like the video of Hunter that we did earlier today, you've got a backwards heel-toe position. You've got the toe of your right foot kind of in line with the instep of your left foot. We need it backwards. We need the toe of your left foot to be in line, see that, with the heel of your right foot. So we want a heel-toe position. What this does, and we showed this in Jonathan's video yesterday, I keep mentioning Jonathan because I called him Joseph a bunch of times yesterday. With Jonathan, see how you're facing down that right sector? And now what do you have to do to try to get that thing down the middle? You've got to jump and throw. So we don't want to see you jump and throw. We want to see you stay grounded on that circle as long as possible. But it's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to get those hips around if you don't have the good heel-toe position. So hopefully what a lot of you guys that are watching these videos are seeing is that everything is connected. So if you make a mistake in the back of the circle, If you make a mistake in the back of the circle by over-rotating, you can see how that's going to compound and turn into a problem at the front of the circle. Okay, so a couple things to work on. Jose, your throws, I think, look great. You look like a big, strong guy, big, explosive guy, which is exactly what you need to throw. So keep working at this, dude. Nothing too crazy to work on. I don't think this is anything that's going to take a long time for you to fix. I know you mentioned in your email to me that you had some big meets that were coming up. You should take this, just a couple days. Keep working on these. They don't have to be perfect, but as long as you're conscious of making the change and you're constantly working on these couple of things, you're going to see some big increases in your throws. So keep doing what you're doing. A couple of quick little changes in glide shot. Only one big correction in glide shot, which is where that right foot is placed and how it's facing. And then 2 corrections here, the wall drill and then the proper heel-toe position. We've got definitely, for your size and your strength, what it looks like in this video, you've got easily another 10 to 15 feet on the end of this throw right here, and probably another good 3 to 4 feet on the end of your glide as well. So keep up the good work, man. Anybody else out there that's looking to get their videos looked at, I'm going to do a few more of these throughout the weeks. None this weekend because there'll be a track meets all week, all day on Saturday. Celebrating my wife's anniversary Friday, and then with my athletes coaching all day Sunday. So not really going to have a big amount of time to do a lot more of these this week, but if you have big meets that are coming up next week, keep sending in those videos and I'll get them looked at. Thanks, guys. Good luck with the rest of your seasons.